Welcome back, everybody. I'm here now with your full forecast, starting you off with these current temperatures just because it's starting to get a little bit chilly. We had a pretty nice day like I showed you during the preview earlier in the show, but we are starting to cool off. You see we got about 53 degrees here in San Angelo, a little bit warmer, 55 out in Abilene. It doesn't seem like many places have dropped quite into the 40s yet. You see Mason's pretty close here at 50 degrees. I always miss Comanche right here, 47 degrees over there, 50 degrees also over here in Big Spring. It's gonna be a chilly night, but a little bit more temperate than we've seen in nights past. No place is actually dropping below that freezing mark of 32 degrees. We're going to be at about 40, 41 here in San Angelo as well as in Abilene. Many places ranging in the upper 30s to the lower 40s, maxing out at about 46 up here in Breckenridge. So I have a couple things to worry about with tomorrow. The first of them being the wind. It's going to be another windy day, similar to like we saw this weekend. We're going to have wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, so you might find your trash can knocked over, maybe sprawled throughout the yard when you come home from work on Tuesday. Now, because of all of those winds, of course, the natural next step is that we have a fire risk as well, mainly in the big country, and you can see this top part of our region here within that critical risk of fire. Now, just because you guys in the southern Concho Valley counties, you might not be a part of that elevated risk, but of course, you're still going to be seeing the same dry conditions and most likely have the same dry ground as well, just maybe not as severe. So still be careful with any kind of fire that you put out. There's still burn bans throughout most of these counties, so definitely avoid making a fire if you can, because it's very easy for a fire to get out of control. So speaking of heat, if you're really going to enjoy tomorrow's heat, I hate to tell you, it's only going to be for tomorrow. We're going to be dropping temperatures as we get through the rest of the week. There's a cold front coming through on Wednesday morning that's going to drop temperatures down on Thursday the most, but we're going to stabilize in the 50s on Friday, Saturday, and heading into the rest of the weekend. So what exactly is going on? Got your weather pattern here because we have this low pressure center that's currently sitting in New Mexico. Is going to continue to make its way further east, and we have a warm front actually that's taking all of our warm air out of this area. You see how fast these wind particles are moving, and that's part of the reason we're having such strong winds tomorrow, and part of the reason we're going to be having that fire risk as well. So as we get through Tuesday, those winds are going to continue. This low pressure system is going to continue making its way east until Wednesday morning, where you see this front slides its way down from the north, and it's sitting right over top of the big country, starting to move its way through the Concho Valley as we get through Wednesday morning and afternoon. We're not going to see any strong effects immediately aside from those powerful winds, but as we get into Thursday, you see some snow and some wintry mix around here, some pinks and some greens. That's what we're going to be seeing as we get into Thursday morning, even going through Thursday afternoon as well. We have the possibility of seeing some snow in the morning time, wintry mix and rain as we get further into the afternoon. Models are still a little unsure as to what and where and just how much we're going to see. So as we get closer to Thursday, of course, we'll be giving that information to you, but it will be ending by the time we get into Thursday evening when you're heading home for dinner time. So wrapping it up with your 7-day forecast, I showed you those highs, but now what I want you to look at are those low temperatures because it gets pretty cold as soon as Wednesday night into Thursday. You see 25 degrees, 19 degrees, 24 degrees. It's going to be pretty chilly overnight this week. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and your homes however you can. But as we continue, we are going to warm up. You see we get back into the 50s as we start out next week.